It is being live streamed.
Yeah, we're just trying to. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
It looks like it is already being live streamed, saying.
It is? Okay, wonderful.
Because I got a message saying it is being live streamed.
Okay, great.
Wonderful.
So let's start.
So today, Hare Krishna, everybody. Today is Janmastami. So we'll talk about Krishna's appearance, because Janmastami is about Krishna's appearance. In this particular verse, Krishna explains why he appears, the purpose of his appearance. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham.
Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice or descendant of Bharata and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself.
So the word that is used is dharma and adharma, which are loosely translated as religion or religious practice, which is not a complete and correct translation, because there is no word in English dictionary that can accurately represent what dharma means. So we were thinking we can talk a little bit about what dharma is and why is it so important for Krishna, that for that purpose he appears. And where does he appear and when does he appear? So just to kind of align that with ourselves, why is it important for me? Krishna's appearance, why should I be concerned with that? So this word dharma is described in great detail in our Vedas. Dharma is described as being the essential nature of something. It's not religious practice, or it's not a ritual or something that we are supposed to do, or something that somebody has told me to do and I have to do it. But it is something much deeper, part of who we are. And it is described just like, so what is the essential nature of thing? It doesn't pertain just to human beings. It pertains to every single thing. We can take any single thing and it has a certain nature. For example, what is the essential nature of water? The essential nature of water is to flow, to be liquid. And what is the adharma of water? Adharma means when something is out of alignment with its real nature, when something is off track. And with water, what is the adharma of water? Is that when it either turns into vapor or when it turns into ice, then it's out of its original nature. So with a little bit of heat, water comes back from ice to its original nature, which is liquid flowing water, pure water. Or when the water is contaminated with pollutants and it's not fit for drinking, then we can say the water is not in its dharma. So removing those contaminants using filter or whatever technology, we bring the water back to pure drinkable state. That is restoring the water to its dharma.
I like that. I like that a lot. And that is why Krishna appears in this world, is to, it says, to annihilate the miscreants and to benedict those that are pious or spiritual. But actually, Krishna comes to reawaken our memory. He is in this world of matter. His real interest are in these parts and parcels, these souls who have somehow lost their connection with the Supreme and are loitering in this world. They've forgotten who they are, who God is, and they're just wandering around, traumatized, being in this world. So Krishna comes to remind them and knock on the hearts of everyone. And it's interesting, when we are growing up, we listen to these fairy tales about a princess who's a captive in a castle, and the prince comes riding on this horse, and he comes to rescue the princess from this place of captivity. And so Krishna also appears in a dungeon, in a prison, where Devaki and Vasudev, they are captives. The captives of Kamsa, who represents fear. And he has captured Devaki and he kills on her offsprings. And finally, he wants to kill Krishna. And Krishna appears, in that dungeon to assure Devaki and Vasudev that they will always be protected by him. And when he appears in his self-same form, his four-handed Vishnu form, to assure them that he is fully capable of protecting those that approach him for shelter. And finally, what I always love about this dungeon, him appearing in the darkest place, is that when he appears, then the shackles of Devaki and Vasudev, they're immediately, they fall away. So all the shackles loosen up and they fall away. And the guards that have been at the gate of this dungeon, they fall off to sleep. And the door of the dungeon opens up, and Vasudev takes this baby form of the Supreme Person, and he takes him to Vrindavan. So in the same way, on these very special days when we try to evoke the appearance of the Supreme within our heart, who's permeated within our body as fire is in the wood, then what happens is that as he appears in our hearts, then all our shackles that are keeping us captive here, they fall away. The guards are like the different enemies that are keeping us captive in this dungeon. They fall off to sleep, and there is great illumination within this darkest place of our heart. So we celebrate these festivals because ultimately we want Krishna to appear within our heart as a great sun who can illuminate this dark place and bring great place of fearlessness. Because right now we are all in a state of fear, very afraid of the atrocities that are inflicted by this energy that is very fearsome.
Yeah, and it's this process of chanting, calling out Krishna's names, is like clearing away this 6 enemies of the mind, which is Kama, Krodha, anger, Lobha, greed, Moha, a strong attachment, Mada, or intoxication with this material world, and Matsarya, which means envy. So these 6 enemies are like the contaminants of the water, the pure water, which is like the soul. And it's very hard to take out these contaminants. There is no filter that can take them out completely. But Krishna can take them out. And when we chant, then Krishna appears on our tongue. He appears on our heart and cleans our consciousness from these contaminants. And then, so he becomes the sweeper who cleans it. And then he can sit in our heart and we can experience our divinity, Krishna's divinity. So this chanting allows us to have this experience of Janmastami every day or any moment that we would like, have a direct connection and access our deepest dharma, which is to love and serve Krishna and love and serve everybody in this universe or in this creation.
I was just thinking that how Jiva Goswami, who's one of the world's greatest philosophers, he says something that is very striking. He says that unless and until we accept the inconceivable nature of God, we cannot understand God. And so what could be more inconceivable that unified theory that all the scientists are looking for, and that constant desire to find out the root of everything is a cowherd boy who's simply frolicking and playing a flute and tending to the cows and lives in a village and jokes around and does silly things like stealing butter, right? Like those are things that are the most inconceivable. And yet the Vedanta Sutra says that, Janmadaya Sayataha, which means that from which everything emanates. And so at the core of our heart, this is what each one of us desires. This life of freedom, this life of frolic and fun and pleasure pastimes, where every day is a festival, every word is a song, every step is a dance. And that's what the Supreme Person chooses to do. Outside of all the other things, whether he appears in the Vishnu form, where there is a great reverential mood, but as Krishna, he is just this charming, beautiful boy who loves to tease and play and have fun and dance. So this is what is actually, when you were talking about dharma, dharma also connects with our own essential nature. So our essential nature is pleasure seeking, and that pleasure, the desire for pleasure, finds its perfect repository in this beautiful form of the Supreme, which is fulfilled with pleasure. So with that, should we continue today being special? Or?
We can chant and then come back.
Okay.
So let's meditate and chant on Krishna's names, seeking to attract his attention, attract his merciful glance, so we can be connected with him in our original nature.
We're all looking for a soulmate and looking for someone who can complete us. And here is a way for us to call out, because simply by calling out, it says that the one we seek is also seeking us. Immediately responds.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We'll take any reflections or comments.
Hare Krishna
Let's go ahead, Uma.
and happy Janmastami to all.
Thank you.
Dharma you talked about dharma. Uh, Actually, dharma is understood and interpreted in multiple ways. It is said as truth, it is a duty, or it's a religion, or is it a virtue or moral principles? What is dharma actually? And how can we follow dharma?
Beautiful question. It is all of that, but all these meanings are derived from the essential meaning of dharma is our essential nature, or essential nature of anything. So morality, ethics, duty, all these are also called dharma in a sense, but in the sense of application, what can we do to stay in our true nature? And those activities that restore us to our essential nature, therefore, are also called dharma or understood as dharma. But the essential nature or the truth of a being is what is called dharma.
Another definition of dharma is that which sustains itself. And the other definition of dharma is that quality which, when taken away from that object ceases to be that object. For example, sweetness is the dharma of sugar. If you take sweetness away from sugar, then sugar is no longer considered to be sugar. So you can go on and on. Heat is the quality of fire. You take heat away, then fire is no longer fire. So in the same way, we have to find that one essential quality of each person, each living entity in this universe, and that quality is what is sustaining us, all of us. And so in the introduction to the Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada actually talks about this, and he says that that essential quality that is sustaining everyone in this world, whether someone considers themselves to be religious or non-religious, or a human being or a non-human being, is this quality of service, this quality of love. And we all have a desire to serve in some capacity. A fireman serves by protecting people from firemen, a policeman, a lawyer, a businessman, a doctor, a family man, a politician. They're all talking about, how we want to render service to humanity, to society, to country, this, that, whatever.
Even animals, we can see they want to offer some love, like a dog. He's always so keen to offer love and be loved and offer some service.
Everybody has some, even a worm has something that they're offering to this universe, right? They're tilling the land. So now we come to this term, Sanatan Dharma. What is that? So now all of these services are there, but they do not completely satisfy the self, because those services are interrupted and those services are motivated. So when we get to the ultimate essential nature, which sustains the soul, then there is this quality of unmotivated, uninterrupted service, which has been so since time immemorial. There's no historical beginning to it. There's never going to be an end. It's perpetual. So that quality of service and finding the perfect object of that service, when the two comes together, then that is Sanatan Dharma. Reposing that service propensity in the eternal object of service.
Yeah, so that is Sanatan. Sanatan just means it is eternal, just like the soul is Sanatan, right? The soul is eternal. It never takes birth and never dies. So just like the soul is eternal, the essential nature of the soul is also eternal. And anything that takes away soul from its essential nature, eternal nature, which is like right now, the soul is trapped in a body. So it is not in a Sanatan state or its original state, because we take birth and we die. The soul never takes birth and dies. So it's very unnatural for the soul to take birth and to die again, to fear about death, fear about losing. So that means the soul is not in its dharma. So whatever brings the soul back to its dharma, where it is, doesn't have to worry about dying. It doesn't have to worry about taking birth. That is also called the activities of Sanatan Dharma or Dharma.
And so this is a very
And these are universal,
these are universal principles.
no
They are
sectarian, yeah.
they're completely, this is the most non-sectarian understanding that this principle embodies, which means that it is beyond times and geographical boundaries or racial boundaries or gender, all of those boundaries.
And Prabhupada talks about how
Mm.
sometimes religion means, oh, I'm a Hindu, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim. These are all sectarian boundaries, and they kind of sometimes feel, oh, they are all different. And one can change one's religion. Somebody can become a Hindu, or somebody can become a Muslim or a Christian, changing their religious practice. But Sanatan Dharma or Dharma is much beyond that. What is common to all these traditions, religious practices, is that the desire to love and connect with the Supreme.
Mm.
And that is the essential nature of Dharma that we are talking about, not a sectarian definition.
And that can never be changed.
That can never be changed.
And that's why it is also Sanatana. So I don't know if that speaks to you, Ma, but I'd love to hear your reflection.
Yeah, thank you. So how can we follow this consistently
By
at all times?
Yeah, so, first of all, what we are doing, understanding the philosophical framework, there are three parts to this. There is a Sambandha Gyan, there is Abhideya, and there is Prayojana. So Sambandha Gyan is what we are doing. We're understanding, Sambandha means relationship. We're understanding the relationship of the self with God, the relationship of self with matter, the relationship of, who the self is. So those are the components of Sambandha. Abhideya is the next step, where now that we know it within a theoretical framework, what can I do to realize that? So that's the process of
practical application.
Practical application of the Sambandha. And then the most important part is the Prayojana, because Prayojana, what my intention is, but what my goal is going to determine the quality of my Abhideya. So knowing what am I trying to accomplish through this. So when we understand these three parts and we apply the Abhideya part, which means we pick up a practice, a sadhana practice, and we do it on a consistent basis, then just like a drop of water wears away the rock. So just by doing that, gradually the self will undergo a quality of transformation. And one will start seeing oneself as Sanatana beyond the narrowly defined boundaries of religion and caste and country or gender or even being a human. Like one will, our vision of who we are is going to expand, and our vision of the world will also expand. And that is how we'll be able to see the whole world as our family. And we'll be able to love. The biggest indicator of being in this mood of sanat, this dharma, essential dharma, is one of developing this deep, there is a ocean of love that is dormant within the heart. So that ocean will start to swell, and one will start to experience this great longing and this great feelings of love and attachment and spiritual desires will start to manifest. So that is the goal.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Ankita.
Yeah. So today I did my chanting 4 times. That's what I promised. Yes. Yeah. So my question for this shloka today is like Lord Krishna said, whenever there is a dharma, I'll come back. But in this Kali Yuga, we see so much pap. Why Lord is not coming now? What is he waiting for? Because we see so much harm even to the newborn babies, parents killing their own babies or whatever you say, So this is Kali Yuga, very, very bad Kali Yuga. So why Lord has to wait more to come to this earth?
It is said that in Kali Yuga, Krishna appeared as Lord Chaitanya at the beginning of Kali Yuga. This is like the beginning of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga had just started. And so Krishna appears in many different ways. In this Kali Yuga, it is said, Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. Krishna has appeared in this Kali Yuga and for the rest of the Kali Yuga as his name. And this name is non-different from Krishna. And this name, chanting of Krishna's names, will bring about, and especially Lord Chaitanya's appearance, who brought this name as a gift, will inundate this whole Kali Yuga and turn it into a great spiritual age, a golden Yuga for the next thousands of years. So this is, Krishna is appeared, he has already appeared in his name. And then we can see that there's a, in the last 20 years, 25, 30 years, we have seen ourselves, although we can see the effects of Kali Yuga, but we can also see a great rise of spiritual inquiry in the minds of people. And people are, more and more people, even youngsters, are getting more interested in this spirituality. People are more interested in being spiritual than religious. All people are seeking the essence. People are seeking the dharma. And this is very inspiring, heartening, that we can see the effect of this Kali Yuga in many ways is also going down. And so this is always a struggle. There is always a struggle between dharma and adharma, because the living entity has the free will to do what they want to do. And when Krishna appeared, he was only here for 100 years, 125 years, and then he left. But this name, chanting of the name, is going to stay there for the whole of Kali Yuga. So this is, I would say, a more long-lasting appearance of Krishna, which is continuously going to benefit everybody. When Krishna personally appeared, then only very few living entities, they got the benefit of really connecting with Krishna, because they were in the end of Dwapar Yuga, people were so much into enjoyment that very few people actually recognized Krishna as the supreme person, and they connected with him. But this name is so much more accessible that anybody, even without the education and even without proper understanding, they are getting the benefit, and they are developing higher and higher states of consciousness. So this is the most magnificent avatar of Krishna is his name.
Yeah, thank you. This is a good point. Like for 5,000 years, his name is, everybody is chanting his name and, getting the blessings. So this is what I like. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anybody else? Ganeshan Prabhu, Jyoti,
Rajesh.
Rajesh.
I was just thinking that, probably whenever he appears, things are really, really bad. It's things get almost get, I would say, wiped out. So probably we are we are happy with the name, right? When he really appears, things are really totally out of balance.
Well, I also feel, I was thinking about that he actually appears in the midnight, the darkest part of the night. And for each individual living entity, also he appears, in a similar way. When we also find ourselves in that state where things don't make sense, or we are in the state of confusion or sadness or whatever, some inquiry, then he appears. Individually for each person, there is an appearance of Krishna. We think of this also as, okay, historical fact, which it is, but also individually, Krishna appears to living entities in unusual ways. I mean, there are stories of people, who are about to, who didn't know what to do with life. And then all of a sudden, a pamphlet or a booklet or a mantra card appears to them, and then they have access to that, and suddenly their life has changed. So, it's a very famous story of a person. Maybe it's a story we could tell. There was a very rich banker who was very, very proud and very arrogant, and somebody tried to give him a book
In Switzerland,
a Krishna book, and he was just really so filled with himself that he took the book, he tore it into two pieces, stomped on it, dragged the lady who tried to give it to him and threw her out of the train. And then as a trophy, he took that book, placed it in his library, and went on with his life. He was very rich, very successful. And as life happens over a period of time, things started to change for him. His children grew up, left home, his wife left him, his health declined, his business got ruined, whatever. I mean, things just didn't go the way he had planned. And then one day he was at the lowest point of his life, and he just thought, okay, maybe I should just end my life. And he gets into this library. And so his cleaning lady, by the way, had taken those torn, ripped apart book and put it together and put it in the library. And then he went in, picked up the book, and he was trying to go for another book, but he accidentally, caught hold of that book, sat down in the library in his armchair, started reading it. And he was completely amazed because he could see that, oh, this is what life is all about. And by morning, he'd given up his intention to kill himself. It's a long story, but the point is that, how the Supreme Person waits for us, whether it's on a bookshelf, whether it's in the heart. And when we are ready, then he appears.
And then he appears for regardless of which religion you follow. Sometimes we feel that, oh, Krishna is only for Hindus. He's not. He's for everybody. And he presents himself in a way that a person born in a certain country, in a certain tradition, in a certain universe, we're just talking about this particular planet, but he appears in all different places where he makes himself relatable to a person based on their context and their background. And this is his universal nature, that he allows anybody to connect, even an animal or insect. He makes himself relatable to everybody.
Maybe we can, maybe we'll just take one last comment and then we'll stop here. All right. So today, if you so desire, you may choose to fast from grains. If that inspires you, you may also choose to chant extra if you want, or read something. So just injecting a little bit of remembrance and a little bit of doing something for the pleasure of the Supreme, I think will be it's a good thing to do. Bring you a lot of spiritual progress. So thank you.